Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Uh, just need to know if you guys, if you can hear me. I want someone to give me a kind of a feedback real quick. If you are able to hear me, I just want to hear a feedback real quick. Can somebody hear me? Can somebody hear me? Can somebody hear me? If you can hear me, please let me know. Okay. But how is the audio? I just want to know how the audio is. Is the audio okay? Is it all right? Okay. Sister Grace. Sister Grace in the house. Sister Grace in the house. All right. Welcome, everybody. You're joining me on Facebook. Thank you. Lucia Aromire. Long time ago in Bethlehem. How are you doing? All right. Welcome, everybody. Echo small. I don't know. Some people are saying loud and clear. Somebody is saying echo small. All right. Audio they scratch sound. Cracking. Okay. Let me turn it down a little bit. All right. How about that? How about that? Some people on Facebook they're hearing me nice and easy. All right. Some people on Instagram they're not able to hear me properly. All right. Okay. Let's get to the business of today real quick. Um. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Thank you very much for coming. Really appreciate you guys for coming. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If you're joining me on Facebook, thank you very much. Joining me on Instagram, God bless you. On YouTube, thank you very much. All right. This is a popular demand. Somebody demanded for it. Before I got to know it, another person messaged me. Uh, too low. Somebody saying too low. I'm not sure. Probably you can. Is low? Is the audio low? Can somebody give me a feedback on Instagram, please? Instagram, can you give me a feedback? Somebody saying it's too low. Gary Boynton, that's my brother, Oklahoma City. God bless you guys. Is low. Okay, somebody saying it's low. How about now? How about now? Okay, those guys who are joining me on Facebook, thank you very much. People joining me on Instagram, having a little bit of difficult time hearing me. People hearing me on it's too low. Somebody's still saying it's too low. Somebody say we can hear you loud and clear. No, it's okay, Jari. I don't understand these people. These people are confusing. Do you guys want us to just shut it down? I can shut it down and then we can go to sleep because if something is wrong with your phone, please don't blame me. Don't put it on me. Maybe something is wrong with your phone. Please don't put it on me. Okay? You need to do something about. Probably you need to go and throw your phone away. Throw that phone away and go and buy a new one. Go and buy a new one. All right, welcome everybody. Thank you very much for joining. I really appreciate you guys for coming on the show with me. And see, I always like to say this to you guys because you're a Christian doesn't mean you're not supposed to talk about sex. Hmm. Because you're a Christian doesn't mean you cannot talk about sex. I see a lot of pastors with 7 kids. I see pastors with 5 children. I see pastors with 2 kids. All right. It means that somebody is banging something. Somebody is doing something behind the closed doors. All right. If that person is not doing something behind the closed doors, you will not be seeing the evidence. You know, the guy, he knew how to take care of the secret place. There's a secret place where husband and wife actually validate. When they validate inside of the secret place, and then you will see the reward. That is your father that seeth you in the secret place will pay you in the open. We'll pay you in the open. I don't understand you guys. I don't understand you guys on Instagram. Instagram, if the base is too high. Somebody say the base is too high. If I turn it down, they say it's too low. The sound is calm and cranky echo. I don't understand you guys right here. All right, you know what I'll do? I'll do this. Okay. Let's do it like that. You guys should be able to hear me now. All right, without any problem right now. Okay, guys, on Facebook and YouTube, you guys are able to hear me properly, right? All right, so there's somebody who is in the secret place. In the secret place, they are doing fantastically. It means the young man is doing a good job behind the closed doors. One thing I don't understand about we Africans is that we see sex as a kind of a thing that you must not talk about. You guys see sex as something you must not talk about. We cannot talk about it. We have to hide. We must hide somewhere to talk about sex, even though we love sex more than any other person in the whole wide world, but we don't talk about it. How come people are getting pregnant if you are not doing sex? Okay? How come people are getting pregnant? How come we see all of these naked pictures and naked videos on social media if you are not actually banging something? Okay? It means that somebody is banging, but that person is a little ashamed or scared to talk about sex in the open. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. Okay? And this is what is destroying our relationship, destroying our homes. I have counseled a lot of people in my life, and I noticed that 85 to 90% of the problems that I see these days is all about sex. It's all about sex. And we love to listen. But when it comes to talking about it, we hide. I've been going out to minister all around the place, and I teach about sex. And when it comes to the question and answer time, everybody will keep quiet. Any questions? Anybody with a question? Then somebody will come up with one brilliant idea and say, why don't we just give them pen and paper? Can we just give them pen and paper? Probably they can write their questions out. And then that's when you begin to now see people collecting paper and writing it inside a piece of paper and actually hiding it under the table for the ushers to come and pick it up and without any name. And then they will say, oh, there's a question here, but we don't know exactly who asked the question. We don't know. It's so terrible that, but when I went to London, I went to London to teach about sex. It was spirituality and sexuality conference. When I got there, these young ladies were so bold enough to raise up their hands and they were asking me all manners of questions about sex. I was so happy. I was so happy. Okay? And you see some of the ladies, they were sitting next to their husband, and they refused to ask questions. But I know, within, just barely looking at their faces, I know something's wrong. I know they're not really enjoying what they're getting at home. Some of the men, too, couldn't ask questions. And it's kind of like a very shocking thing that I believe men talk. That men are bold people. That men are those kind of people that they call the lion. That nothing could stop them from speaking their minds. But I notice when it comes to anything sex, the Nigerian men, the African men, they keep quiet too. It's so terrible. I don't know the kind of lifestyle. I don't know that kind of orientation we got from Africa that has messed us up. That has destroyed us. Okay? We refuse to talk about that thing that is messing up our homes. That thing that is messing up our marriage, we refuse to talk about it. And you see, one funny thing is that now the devil is now using that same thing that we refuse to talk about against us. Now the devil is now using that same thing that we are hiding away, that we are hiding from, that we refuse to talk about, to destroy our homes. Okay? Now, we brought our wives from Nigeria. Okay? We brought our wives from Nigeria. And they are now here, and we have pushed them to go to school to go and study nursing. A majority of them, when they get to class, they mingle with the Black Americans and the white Americans and the Caribbean ladies in class. And those ones, we open up to them. And they start discussing about sexual relationship, okay? At the school, or maybe at work, or maybe when they go out for ladies' night and all kinds of stuff like that, you will find out that the African lady will not say a word. The African ladies will not say a word. They keep quiet and they'll be laughing. But when it comes to what God cannot do, does not exist, you will see African women say, the Bible says in Revelation chapter 2, you will go to heaven. The Bible says in John chapter 3, everybody open your mouth and begin to pray. Pray, pray, pray. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Pray, pray, pray. And that's where they are vocal. That's where they open up and start praying. See Nigerian women on prayer line, you will be shocked that they have a voice. You're very shocked that Nigerian women could talk. I can't believe this stuff. Okay? Go into a kind of a meeting where you say, oh, Jesus Christ committed a sin. A Nigerian woman will quote all the scriptures in the Bible to support Jesus and then to attack the person that they're talking about. And that's when they start shaking and their head will be spinning like as if to say their head is going to fall off. That their head is going to fall off. And those things that they discuss cannot even help them. Major things that will help their relationship, they have refused to talk about them. Refuse to talk about them. Okay? They refuse to talk about those things. And on the, this issue are very major, very major, 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 major. Sex talk is major. When I started talking about it, you guys were calling me Antichrist. You guys were calling me all sorts of names. Oh, he's crazy. Oh, he's an end-time pastor. Oh, he doesn't know what he's saying. Oh, he's a stupid guy. Oh, he's depressed. Oh, he's a pervert. Oh, he's a this. You guys called me all kinds of names. But one thing I thank God for these days is that when people invite me, they invite me to come over and talk to you guys. They actually specifically say, please make sure you touch the issue of sex. Make sure you touch the issue of sex. So when they bring me to your church or they bring me to a conference, they always want me to talk about sex so that you guys could be blessed and benefit from it. And the next thing that I'm expecting is that when I come to your territory like that and I'm talking about sex, I'm expecting you guys to open up to me and say, yeah, let's learn this thing. These are the questions that we have. This is where we're suffering. This is how we want it. This is what we're getting. What we're getting is not enough. We are not satisfied with what we're getting. And then we'll now put everything on the table and break it down into pieces. But no, that is when African women and African men will start dodging. That's when they start dodging. That's when they can't talk. That's why their mouth is glued. Their mouth will now be glued. And then they will now be gentle. The only time you can engage an African man or African woman in a conversation that they will not say a word, when you talk about politics, their mouth will be rolling. Like as if to say they are the one that created the entire world. Talk about politics. Let us talk about Tinubu right now. Let's bring Tinubu's case on the table right now. Everybody in this place will make a phone call. My phone will not stop ringing. Tinubu is there. Nigeria can't be great again. Nigeria is doomed. Nigeria, we cannot do. Yeah, let's pray for Nigeria. Nigeria is a bad country. And okay, everybody's mouth will be, engage an African man in politics, they talk. Engage them in football, they talk. They open up their mouth, they talk. Engage them. When you come to sex talk, everybody will stay muted. Nobody will open their mouth to say nothing. The only ones that will say something we will come against them and say, these ones are bad people. These ones are terrible people. These ones are bad people. These are terrible people. When they say something, okay, then you mark their faces. And when you see them on the street, you start saying nonsense about them. Those are the real people. I know are real people. Those are real good people that I know. You will never believe it. When you see, I've been saying this forever. You see, when you call some ladies, when you call them bad girls, there are some ladies, they call them bad girls, bad girls. And when you look at the old stuff, you find out that the ones that they call bad girls are the most educated, most enlightened, most exposed, most fashionable, most open, most free ladies on the block. They are there. They are the most educated, the most cultured, the most enlightened, the most exposed, the most fashionable, the most free ladies you can ever meet. Those are the ones that they refer to as a bad girl. And that's why they say the bad girls get husband faster than the good girls. Who are the good ones? The ones that don't talk about sex. They believe they are the good ones. They don't know that they are the wrong ones. They don't know that they are wrong ones. They are the wrong ones. When you're looking for the wrong ones, those are the ones that are wrong. Now, one thing that you don't know, and I want to let you guys understand today, is that if you refuse to talk about sex during your courtship or dating period, you are doomed. You're doomed. If you are that kind of a person that, they raised me well. They didn't raise you well at all. They raised you bad. They didn't raise you well. They raised you bad. Whosoever trained you didn't train you well. Your life is not a balanced life. And you will soon be crying later down the road because there is something that is a part of you that is missing. There's a part of you that is missing, and that's why you're not balanced. And when you now get into husband's house, or when you get married, that is where you realize that something is missing in your life. That you are not well developed, you are not well grown, you are not well groomed, you are not well established, and you're not well educated when it comes to every aspect of life. You're not well. You are not. You will think you're good until you get to the husband's house. That's when your husband will tell you, I'm sorry, I don't think I can do this. What kind of stupid let us pray is this? What kind of stupid let us pray is this? What? Any church that you're going to and they're actually hiding sex away from their messages, you need to take off and run away from there. They're not teaching you anything good. Any premarital counseling that you go to and the man didn't talk about sex for a week or two, you need to run away from there. That guy doesn't like you. That guy doesn't like you. Okay? Any marital seminars that you go that they're only talking about communication, love, respect, and understand and celebrate alone without sex is not a complete place. And today I want to break some other things down to you guys to understand. Now, the sex that we're talking about, that we've been talking about every day, and we have said it's very important that we must talk about it. Now, sex will not be sex until there is a connection. Sex will not be sex until there is connection. It is the connection that makes sex to be good. When you see couples that say we are enjoying our sex life, there is a connection. There is a connection. It's not just only sexual connection. It's the 100% connection that I don't care how you smell. Your smell is good for me. Okay? I don't care how tall you are. I don't care how short you are. I don't care anything whatsoever it is that you're doing. I don't care the job you're doing. I am connected with you spiritually, emotionally, physically. In all things, I am connected with you. And that is going to make sex to work. You see, some people, when they sleep on the bed, they don't want to touch you. They don't want to touch you. And when you see a guy that is not, you're just on the bed like that, and you're actually on top of her, and she's not touching you, she's not rubbing you, she's nothing, she's not sexually connected. She's only managing you. And when you begin to see that, if a woman is sexually connected with a man, she want to hold you. She want to touch you. If a man is sexually connected to the woman, she want to hold her. She want to touch her body, touch every part of her life. You will begin to see when there is no physical connection, maybe she's only managing you. She will just sleep there and just sleep like a log of wood. You're going to be the one doing all the job and doing everything. Then you begin to be concerned that, am I really loved here? This is just one-sided. I'm the one doing it. She's not responding to it. She's not giving it back to you. And then that's when you understand that there is this disconnect. This woman or this man is only trying to be in the relationship all by himself, and is only being forced to actually be in a sexual relationship with me because she is not showing that there is a connection between us. Between us. There must be a connection. And that connection will make a woman to want to lie on your laps when you're watching TV. That connection will want you guys to wrap your hands around each other when you're watching TV. That connection will want you to actually run around with each other and slap each other in the butt when you're cooking. That connection will actually make you guys to drive on inside of the car and putting your hands on the lap of the other one when you're driving. That connection will do that when you're walking on the street, you want to hold hands. That connection is very important. You see, when you see connection of people holding hands when they walk on the street, you inside of your head, you may not be able to believe what they will do when they are inside of the closed doors. If they couldn't hold hands outside, if they are ashamed of holding hands outside, there is no perfect connection because it seems like somebody is ashamed of the other person. All right? What it ends up to be is like somebody is ashamed of the other person. I don't want people to see me with you. I don't want to represent with you. I don't want people to know this is my wife. I don't want them to know this is my husband. I have counseled a woman before that told me, sir, he is not my spec. He is not my spec. And I said, so why did you marry him? He said, well, I was under pressure. And I believe that I must get married during that particular time. If not, my mother was going to kill me. So I decided to just settle for him. He is not my spec. And I said, so what do you see? He said, every day I look at him, he's not the kind of person I want to wake up to see. He's not the kind of person I want to wake up to see. I don't want to see his face. He's not the kind of person I want. Number two is that he's shorter than me. I'm taller than him. I look at him down. He's not the kind of person I want to bow to. All right? And the woman said to me, I love to perform oral sex before I got married, but I don't feel the urge no more. I don't want to do it. It's like I'm doing it to somebody that I don't even connect with. I can't. Even kissing, I cannot do it. And I said, so you guys are still living together how many years now? He said, it's been 6 years that we've been living together. And they are not connected in any level. Sex requires connection. And it's not just only any kind of connection, it's a deep connection. A deep connection that will make the two of you to become one. As in, like, hold each other. Be able to perform anything on each other. We need to come to each other. Somebody's asking me a question here. He said, but sir, do you believe there are men that are shy when it comes to sex? Of course. There are a lot of men like that. Their background is messed up. Messed up. They see sex, number one, as a nasty stuff. They see sex as a kind of a sin. And they're not bold enough to engage sex. So they are very shy. And that's why some of you guys will say, ekpano, ekpano, ekpano. Ekpano, ekpano, ekpano. You have to turn off the light. To be able to be comfortable to have sexual relationship, you have to turn off the light. That's a terrible stuff. That's lack of connection. If you are connected with the woman you are married, I don't think you should be shy to have a relationship, to have a sexual relationship with a person. You shouldn't. That's your wife. You guys could sit in the living room and you could yell at her, you could shout and raise your voice. And then when it comes to sex, you're not decided to enter into your shell, and then you are now saying, oh, I'm shy. That's a terrible lifestyle. I spoke to a woman that it's been 2 years, no sex in the relationship. Some of you guys always believe that, oh, Pastor Shola is just only sharing fake stories. I laugh. I laugh. And whenever I'm laughing, I'm looking at you guys like these people are just stupid. You know, if something is not happening to you, you better be thanking God. If something is not happening to you, you better be thanking God and thanking God and say, you know what? Thank God that my marriage is not like this. Thank God that my life is not like this. Thank God that I'm not experiencing everything. I don't like to share, story of good news all the time. I don't. Because the reason why I'm sharing all this stuff is to teach you that things are happening. Is to let you know that people are suffering. You believe you have problems, you don't have problems. Your problem beside another person's problem is just like nothing. It's something that you just look at it and say, oh, my own is no problem. Oh, I think I got to just continue to thank God because this is no problem at all. No problem at all. And that's why I share what I share, just to teach you, to make you to go back to God and say, Father, Lord, I thank you. Father, Lord, I thank you. Somebody's asking a question here. Sir, is it only men that should make the first move to have sex all the time? No. And I've been shouting about this forever. And I'm not sure how to say it anymore. I don't really know how to say it anymore. And this is ruining a lot of homes. And women don't care. They don't care. I don't know why. For real, I'm a little shocked. I'm shocked right here. Now, I don't know why women just decided they want to ruin their own marriages by themselves. You know that men are actually human beings like yourself. They want to feel special, make them feel special. How? Is it because when they demand for sex from you, you feel that importance that, okay, my husband needs me. Okay? You feel important. And that's why you always want to turn them down, just to make you feel like, okay, yeah, you are in control. And that's the problem. When a guy is the one requesting, making the move, you turn him down today. Even if you don't turn him down, if you're accepting it and he's doing it, and you're doing it, let me tell you something. When he's always one requesting sex, a day will come that it will stop. And he will say, you know what, forget about this. I'm not doing this anymore. I just want to keep to myself. And this is the major reason why sex is no longer sex in so many homes. The men are tired. They are tired of demanding. They're tired of asking. They just want to be left alone. They just decided, I'm just going to be left alone. I just don't want this no more. Because they're not feeling special. A man wants to feel wanted and needed. Now, when the wife is saying, I need you tonight, okay? And the man will feel very special, very important, that it will feel like, okay, I got to do a good job. Now my wife needs me. Duty has called. I need to go answer. I need to get it done. And that's the joy. That kind of a joy in the heart of a man will make him feel very special. I will be talking to all of you Nigerian women. You refuse to listen. And the next thing is when your husband now goes to cheat, then you start shouting. You see, when a man cheats, you start shouting. When the man is saying do the right thing, you refuse. You refuse. Do the right thing, you will not do it. Then the man will go to cheat, then you broadcast it. Then that's what everybody's going to know. And you know that nobody wants to support the man. The moment there is cheating, every one of us we will remove condo and beat up the guy. I'll beat up the guy. Oh, that's not enough reason to cheat. It is enough reason to cheat, guys. Let us stop. Let's stop this nonsense. Let's stop this nonsense. It's enough reason to cheat. If I don't feel special in my home and somebody else is giving me attention outside, I'm going to go. I'm going to go. And we are telling you guys now, try. Break this nonsense kind of character you have. Whatever stupid idea that your mothers and fathers pump into you when you are young is nonsense. Stop it. And you know what funny thing? It is enough reason to cheat. Thank you. It is. Stop this nonsense that your father taught you. Okay, now some of you guys live in America, some live in Nigeria. I understand. I understand for you guys who live in Nigeria, you don't live in the Western world. Okay, but those ones who live in the Western world, your mommy is not here, your daddy is not here to come and beat you that you're asking for sex. So who else are you afraid of? Who else are you afraid of? Who are you running away from? Who are you hiding from? Now it's just only you and your husband that are living in the house. And why is it that now you are shy or couldn't demand for sex? And this thing is killing a lot of homes. Majority of people I counsel, they always bring it up. Every time they talk about other things, they will always come back to the issue of sex. I am not getting enough, or I'm tired of demanding, and I'm not going to demand no more. I'm not demanding no more. I'm not demanding no more. It's enough reason to cheat, guys. Enough reason to cheat. Enough reason. And whenever we gather over here and we're talking over here, we're here to encourage each other. Let's do the right thing. But why is it that it's very, very difficult for you guys to go home and do the right thing? Why do we have to repeat it over and over again and again and every day, and we keep on fighting about it until you guys don't want to change? And if anybody's not willing to change, then you're not willing to have a settled home. I'm telling you. You're not willing to have a settled home. Okay? You're not willing. And whenever I'm talking here, I'm not talking about your stupid husbands, man. I'm not talking about your stupid husband that you got married to that is not good. All right? I'm talking about men who pay bills. I'm talking about men who love their wives. I'm talking about men who love their children. I'm talking about men who are the breadwinner of their family, who are lovers of their wives. I'm not talking about your baby husbands that are running all around and cheating everywhere. I'm not talking about those ones. I'm talking about good men. If you have a good man in your home, a man that's paying bills, a man that's caring, a man that's not jumping all around the place, okay? Then when there's something that's supposed to be done, do it. Do it. And do it. Do it. Talking about responsible men. I'm not talking about your jargons kind of men that you have, that you're not going to say, the man is a bad man, he's not paying bills, though. If a man is not paying bills, how will I give him sex? I'm not talking about those kind of stupid men. I'm talking about real men. Whenever you see me open my mouth and talk, those ones that the one that you get married to is not a real man. That one is a baby husband. It's a stupid one. And it's because of you. You are the one that accepted it. I said it, I spoke about it today. A woman has got the right to choose. You guys chose who you love. You chose that man. That stupid man, that was your choice. Because when the guy asked you, will you marry me? You are the one that jumped on him and said, yes, I will marry you. Let's go to the point real quick. Don't come here and be whining you. Don't come here and be telling me men are bad, men are bad. You are the one that is bad. You chose the bad one. No, don't blame anybody about that one. You chose the bad one. When the guy said, will you marry me? You should have said, stop. Let me go and think. You quickly put your finger and say, oh, I'm blushing. I am blushing. Oh my God, you proposed. Hallelujah. Oh, I'm blushing. Now you are now seeing hell. You're not coming out to tell us men are bad. He's not giving sex. The man is not good in bed. Who asked you? Who chose him? Were you not that chose the guy? Were you not the one that stepped on your hand and got the ring? Were you not the one dancing on the wedding day? Say, Moyege, Moyege. Were you not the one doing it? You not come here now and be saying the man is bad, the man is bad. That was your choice. You had other people who are good people around you because those ones don't get six pack. You have people that are around you, those ones are not getting good jobs. You didn't choose those ones. You now choose the one that with the good job that will respect you. The one that will be slapping you and beating you. The one that will be controlling you and running you like a slave. That's the one you chose. That was you. We didn't choose that person for you, so don't come here and be crying here. You take responsibility. That I made a mistake. Good. The next time I want to get married, I will marry the right guy. That's what you should say. Don't come here and be telling us men are bad, men are bad. The one you are mingling with is the bad one. All right. And like I said today, your friends, they are attracted to you because that's you. People who come around you, they are attracted to you. That's you. That's you right there. See in the mirror. You see yourself. That's not where we're going. Let's go somewhere else. Now the next is let us go and pray. And praying and praying and praying. You pray. You marry the devil and now you are praying. Which prayer are you praying now? The time you're supposed to pray, you didn't pray. You didn't pray the time you're supposed to pray. Now you are praying right now after you married the devil. And then I will ask them, did you pray before you married? I prayed. What did they say? The prophet said he's my husband. The prophet said he's your husband. Which prophet? That the prophet that didn't see Jack. The prophet that is not seeing anything. He's telling you that this is your husband. Okay? You better learn now. Those of you guys are not married yet. Be going to a prophet that didn't see nothing. Okay? Continue. All of your mates, some of your mates are crying right now that the prophet said, it is your husband. Heaven is backing you up. Heaven said, this is your husband. They are crying right now. Those ones, they are crying right this moment. They are crying. They are crying right this moment. Okay? Continue. Continue. They go to prophet to go and check. Carry 3 pictures to the prophet. Let the prophet do money to pick one for you. You will regret eventually. You better go and learn to know God by yourself. You better go and seek the face of God by yourself. Okay? It is by you seeking the face of God by yourself you can be able to make it in this land of the living. You will not make it. You will suffer. You go here. You will suffer big time. You go to understand. I'm telling you. It is the work of your hand. Oh, you chose the stupid man. You knew. Do you know some people, they tell them before they get married to that man, they say, don't marry this guy. Don't marry this guy. They will say, I'm in love with him. I love him so much. He's the love of my life. I love him. And then they'll be crying, why will you say I don't marry him? I was like, idiot. We are seeing what you are not seeing. We are seeing what you are not seeing. You better go and sit down and go and think twice. And extend the days of your courtship and say, I want to do investigation some more. When the guy, I told you guys about the guy who proposed to a lady, and the lady left the proposal hanging. The lady, he left the proposal hanging on the tree. On the tree. 3 weeks. The boy was like, any answer for me? He said no. Any update? He said no. Any update? He said no. I am still thinking. 3 weeks. The proposal was on the tree, hanging there. Hanging there. He was on the tree. Was on the tree. And you guys will now come here and I'll be saying, men are bad, men are bad. That was your choice. You chose the person. Don't come back here. You are the one that is bad. Go and change your ways. Change your ways and marry the right person. That are good men. I know many good men. There are bad men and are good men. If you position yourself to be good, you will attract the good ones. You run. Oh my, your picture of cleavage. I was in the toilet. You go to the toilet of a hall. They go to the toilet. They be doing like this. They will intentionally raise the phone up so that their breast can show. They will not take picture. They will now stick their tongue out. Like that. Don't you know that kind of advertisement? And that advertisement is bad boys come and have sex with me. The bad boys come and you are attracting, they are seducing bad boys to come and have sex with you. You go to the bathroom, you will turn your bum to the mirror. You'll be taking picture of your bum inside mirror. Do you know? Don't you know that kind of advertisement? That advertisement is that, see the bum, this all the packaging, I carry front, I carry back. I carry front, I carry back, come and eat it, I get it here. Now that's what you're doing. You go to the bathroom to do all this and you want to get a good guy. That's how they get it. That is how they get it. Okay? That's how they get it. They get it like that. You'll be wearing nets. You go to party, you wear underwear, you wear net on top. All your toto is showing. And that's how you get good boys. That's normal boys are coming. Don't worry. Good boys are coming. You don't understand it is the bad boys that get attracted to such a kind of a woman. Bad boys. Bad boys get attracted to those ones. Cocaine boys, 419 boys. They are the ones that get attracted to those kind of girls. And then they come to you, they come get you, and then they finish you, they chop you finish, they dump you. One day, they will throw your bone away. And then he say, he broke my heart. He broke my heart. He was not in your heart. He broke your bum knee. They stop saying he broke your heart. It will take a long time for a man to enter into the heart of a woman. It's not easy. It's not easy. Do you think it's easy for a man to enter in the heart of a woman? He must have done a lot of things to enter into the heart. And when he gets to the heart, it takes a long time for him to stay there. No, he did not break your heart. He broke your bum. He broke your bum, jaku. Now crying nonsense here. Don't be crying now. Go and sit down. Go and raise up your hand and cry to God. Say, Father, forgive all my stupidity. Forgive all my stupidity. Let's leave that one alone. Let's go to the real topic of today. Let's go to the real stuff. I don't understand. So, in a Christian home, the sex orientation is missing. It's missing. Number one, a lot of our women or a lot of our men, they are not well exposed to what sex is all about. And we are all there. We're just managing what we're getting. We have married it. We have married our person. This is how far this person could go. This is how far this person could give it. We are all managing it, expecting there will be a change gradually. Gradually, we believe that there will be a change. And that's why we intentionally create sex seminars and conferences and all that, believing that when you come, then you sit down, and we bring sex therapists to come over and give us a kind of a idea of what sex is supposed to look like. Like I said something during my last conference that a lot of men, when they come on top of you, who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? At the end of the day, you see, the love making is not trying to make a woman cry. It's not about making a woman cry. It's about pleasuring a woman. It's not making a woman to cry. They always believe that they're doing a good job when the woman is crying or when the woman is pushing them backward. You know, when the woman is pushing you backward, that you're actually wounding her. At that time, you're actually wounding the woman, and the woman is no longer enjoying the sex, trying to push you away. That's when they believe they're doing a good job. That's where the men, they believe that, I will shift your womb. I will shift your womb. I will break your backbone. What nonsense is that? Why will you shift our womb? Why will you break our backbone? For what? Will you see her there tomorrow? If you break our backbone today, will she still be there? If you shift our womb, will she still be making love to you tomorrow? Why? What is all this nonsense? What's all this nonsense? Is that the kind of language and word that's supposed to be coming out of you? Like some gafe, omo gboro, omo galat. Is that like some galat to lo gbasewo, to lo kan egun eyin asewo? You know this? What kind of nonsense is that? What kind of language is that? Are you saying you break your back with this? What kind of nonsense is that? Who does that? You know? And that's the kind of sex that we promote in Africa, of actually putting pain in the on a woman, making a woman to feel pain instead of pleasuring them. We made them to feel pain. That's not love making. Love making is actually something gentle. Your face is supposed to be fanimorous. You're supposed to be smiling, and you look at her face and say, "Are you okay? Is everything all right?" And then you talk back to her. Let her talk to you. Okay, talk to her and let her talk back to you. You know what I'm saying? And during the love making, there is always a moment of talking that we must to do. And we must to train each other to get to that point that we talk to each other. It's not just only closing your eyes. Okay? Some people will just close their eyes all throughout the whole thing. You just close your eyes and let. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? It's not about closing your eyes all through the whole stuff. It's about making love. It's about making love. It's about looking at the facial expression. It's about making sure that the person is doing well, is actually getting the right, is hitting the right spot, and you guys communicate and talk. There's still going to be communication during sex. Don't pass out though. There will be communication during sex. You're supposed to talk. There's supposed to be more of like checking, looking at each other's eyes. Okay? Looking at his eyes and saying yes. Even without you saying a word, the expression of your face is supposed to give him assurance that yes, you are doing a good job. Okay? And it's actually something that a woman's supposed to reciprocate. A lot of African women just believe that sex is for them to just lie down there like a logo. They just believe they are just a sheep that's supposed to be slaughtered. You're not supposed to be slaughtered. You're supposed to participate. You're supposed to participate. Participate. Actually, a woman should do more than the man is doing. Do more than a woman is doing. If you love somebody, that means there is a connection. When there is a connection, you are actually how to please that person. You're pleasing that person. You are not just there and doing a mechanical work of just going in and out, in and out, in and out. No, you are trying to pleasure the person. There is a connection. You are licking the neck, you're licking the hair, you're touching every part of our body. And it's not like any part of our body is actually untouchable or probably disgusting that you don't want to touch or you don't want to put your mouth to or whatever it is. Okay? It's 9:22. I need to go and sleep. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So there must be a kind of a connection between the two of you that will make the two of you feel comfortable with each other to be able to enjoy okay, that moment of intimacy. That moment of intimacy. We should be able to get to that point to enjoy it. Okay? Connection. The moment there is no connection, it's going to be difficult. It will be very difficult for you to really enjoy sex the way you should. The way you should. Okay? I believe that some of our men will need sex education. And the sex education I'm talking about is that how to set the mood. Turn off the light. Light a candle. You know, I don't have my music box here. I could have played you some songs. Right? I'm just trying to actually make sure that I have everything set up here. So I'll be able to give you some nice, cool jams when it comes to love songs and all that stuff. Don't be playing worship song during sex. Some of you guys will be playing You Are Great. Yes, you are. Holy God. You walked upon the sea. You raised the dead. You reign in majesty. Mighty God. You don't know that that's the wrong stuff to do. That is a song to worship God. That is not a song for love making. All right? There is no worship song that is designed for love between husband and wife. No worship song is designed for husband and wife. No. But there are secular music that are actually composed for love between a man and a woman. And there are so many of them. Can somebody remind me of any? Who can tell me some of the songs that you know, that actually created, composed for love between a man and a woman? Can somebody tell me? Can somebody just share some with me? Like Sexual Healing, okay, by Marvin Gaye. Okay? Bobby Brown. There are so many songs by Bobby Brown. Okay, can somebody give me, like somebody says sexual healing, baby face? Yes, yeah. Somebody's actually giving me Marvin Gaye. Yes, yes. Thank you. All right. Ayefele. Who is Ayefele? Somebody's funny. Ayefele ko Ayefele bu. When a man loves a woman, yeah, these are songs here. Usher. That's what I'm saying. These are music that you're supposed to listen to. Oh, Barry White, thank you. Boys to Men, thank you. Okay? Lot of people like that. Okay? There's somebody saying, Ayefele. Which Ayefele are you talking about? Ayefele is not a love song singer. He's a juju tumba singer. Okay? You don't want to make love to Ayefele song. Olomi, yes, that's a love song right here for couples. All right? Lionel Richie, that's it. All right? These are the stuff. Shadi Adu, okay. Joe, that's it. All right? These are good people that you could get all their music. You can put them inside of a kind of a playlist on your phone. Playlist on your phone. And then you can actually roll it one more night. Thank you very much. All love songs and R&B. Yes, these are the stuff that you're supposed to put together and stuff. Not Bob Marley. Please don't play Bob Marley. Bob Marley is a reggae musician. Okay, Bob Marley's got some love songs too, but Michael Bolton. Thank you very much. That these are what I'm talking about. Whitney Houston. Yes, that's what I'm saying. You guys know all these. Luda. That's fine. Power of Law by Celine Dion. Thank you. Now, these are Christians here mentioning. There are some people that are actually waiting to mention Bola Are. Some people want to mention Tokwe Alabi, okay, because that's all they know. They don't know nothing. They don't know jack. The only music they listen to is Tokwe Alabi, Bola Are, and what again? They will be. I don't understand. They don't know nothing. As you guys are mentioning this thing now, they are sitting in the corner and looking and saying, "These ones are sinners." So they are talking about secular song. They are not children of God. Look at them. Look how they are mentioning Beyonce. Yeah, they supposed to be mentioning Beyonce. These ones are actually a sinner. They are going to go to hell. Oh. Me, I just listen to BA. I just listen to Bola Are and Tokwe Alabi. That's how I listen to. I don't listen to any Obese they call Obesu Yan. These are the stuff. You see, listen to all of these songs. These are songs that you listen to. All right? And stuff. And these songs are designed, composed. They're just composed for lovemaking. They are composed for couples. Couples want to relax and have fun. These are the kind of songs they need to listen to. All right? They need to listen to. All right? Some of our men, they need to learn the act of how to set the mood. And setting the mood, you can play music. All right. We read a story of one particular guy, a letter written by one lady this afternoon, that the husband will not ask for sex, but the man will go to work. The man will go to work, and by 5 p.m., he will send a text message to the wife and said, "Get yourself ready for tonight. You are serving me." And that's what the man always, you just send the text message. And they have been like that for 8 years. 8 years, he will just go to work, and by the time he gets to work, by 5 p.m., he will send a text message to his wife and say, "I don't want story. Get yourself ready tonight." It's on my page. Go to my page on Instagram, you'll see it. The man, it actually is on Facebook too. That man will just write a letter. He will just send a message, a WhatsApp message. And the wife told me that she will just get everything ready, put the bed sheet on. She will have taken a shower and get ready for him and all kinds of stuff. And the guy is coming home after he finished eating. You jump in the shower, make love to the guy, and then we'll get up, go back and take a shower, and then go to sleep, and that's it. And I asked the woman, "Do you come?" I was like, "No. I'm only designed to satisfy him, and that's it." And that's it. Now, all he would do is that just jump on him, do what he got to do, come and jump up, go to the bathroom, take a bath, and go back to sleep, and that's the end of it. And they'll be like that for 8 years. Text messaging here. We'll text message and say, "Hello, cook a guy Congo, and get ready for Bangio. I don't want story, yo." And that's the way they've been doing it for 8 years. And you see, setting the mood is actually very important. That African men, we need to understand how to set the mood, how to make it, like that. And and we could use music, we could use words, we could play like kids, we could touch each other, we could have a moment, you know, to just set the whole ball rolling. Sex is not designed for the night. Sex is not designed for nighttime. It's not just only at night that we must have sex. Sex could be could be done anytime. And sex is not designed to be done on the bed alone. Setting the mood is from the time you wake up till night. Yes, 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 you're right. You know, it's not just only on the bed. It's not just on the bed. You can do it anywhere. On the couch, in the living room, in the kitchen, in the dining room, even in the washing machine room. You could do it anywhere. Anywhere that you feel like, okay, I think this place is actually, we are very adventurous. We want to try it everywhere. Okay? Okay? Yeah. The nighttime you are relaxed and, the whole place is dark and the mind of a man could design anything inside the dark. That's why we always want to say, okay, nighttime is good. For some people, early in the morning is good for them. Some people, early in the morning is very good. Early in the morning, quickie is very, very good. Before the kids will wake up or before anything will happen, just do a little quickie, and then that will actually get you there. And the hormone will get secreted and you will be fine. And you get up from your bed and you go to work singing Hallelujah chorus. Hallelujah chorus. Okay? So you set the mood, get your wife informed by sending signs during the day, and then maybe during the evening time, you guys could do it. Early in the morning, you guys could do it. During break time, for those ones who work at home, you could do it during the afternoon, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, doesn't really matter. You do it. If you guys are up for it or up to it, you do it real quick, and then you keep going. As per how many times we are supposed to do it in a week, there is no time, connected or associated with it. You guys, you can decide to do it every minute, every time. I spoke to a lady this afternoon, and the lady said, my husband is running from me. And I said, why? He said, because I love to do it like 3 times in a day. 3 times in a day. And I was like, whoa. And he said, well, my husband is running from me. Hey, stop. He's not up to it. He's not up to it. Some people can decide to handle it like that and just get it done like 3 times in a day, depends on how busy you are. And if you're not busy, that's fine. They just feel like that's the way they want to do it, and they're doing it, and they're enjoying it. For some people, it's once in 3 weeks, once in 4 weeks, once in 5 weeks. But see, the issue with all that kind of stuff is that for a man is gradually disconnecting. Gradually disconnecting. You don't want your man to disconnect. You don't want your man to disconnect from you. You don't want it. Okay? When we talk about this thing called sex, you as a woman must be intentional about it. I say, okay, what should I do? What could I do? How could I do it to make my marriage to be very special, to make my husband feel special also? All right. A lot of people are saying, let me open my telephone line just to hear some few people say some things in case they will want to say anything before I shut it down. I have very limited time. The number is 14055505135. I made a request that I will that I will want some few men to join me, like 4 men to join me in the studio for us to discuss relationship. I'm still waiting to find them all. I'm still waiting to find the men that will come to the studio to come over and discuss with me. And I'm going to be. Somebody's calling. Hello? Hello? Can you turn the computer off? We're hearing the sound at the background.
Okay, let me do that real quick. Okay, now I've done that.
Okay. Yeah, you want to contribute on the show?
Yes, I want to.
Go ahead.
So my question is it okay to have sex with your boyfriend before marriage?
No, it's not okay.
Okay, thank you.
Now, wait a minute. Don't rush and go.
Okay,
Don't rush and go. It's not okay. You're not supposed to have it, and the reason why we say that is that sex will block your judgment, and sex will not allow you to see what you're supposed to see. What will happen is that your heart is supposed to be building the love for the guy, right? And your head is supposed to be thinking and looking for the red flags. You see, the moment you engage in sex, your head will start loving instead of thinking. And your heart cannot think. So at the end of the day, you're going to be the one covering for him. Whatever bad things he's doing, they will say, is this man abusive? You say, not really. It is because sex is there. And sex is so sweet that sex will block your brain from thinking. And then you start lying for the guy. You will miss every red flag that you're supposed to see. Every red flag. You will miss everything. All right. But the issue is that what you guys need to do is to talk about sex all the time. Because during the time you're talking about sex, you will understand how passionate this guy is when it comes to sex, how knowledgeable he is when it comes to sex, and then you'll be able to understand how does he want it, and you yourself, you are voicing your own out. The two of you are actually having a discussion, and before you get to know it, there will be an understanding that sex is a major part of this particular guy's life, and you know exactly how he wants it, and you know you're actually making him to see how you want to be loved also. Okay? So stay away from it. Stay away from it. If you love that guy, stay away from it. Okay?
Thank you so much.
God bless you, man. All right.
Great job. God bless you, sir.
Bless you. Bye. All right. Next question. I'm actually expecting the next person to come in. All right. Next person to get it on. To get on it. You have a question for me, you can go ahead and ask me. The Yoruba people will say, Toba kọwájú sí ẹ kó tá. Toba kẹ́yìn sí ẹ kó tá. Toba kùwọ́ kó tẹ́rọ ara ẹ pa. You see, sometimes like this, when we say something like this, when people go back home, they will just say, Pastor Jola just said his own, Jai, let me leave him alone. But it's later down the road after 10 years, and I say, men are bad. Men are 419. Men are 419. They use me. Men use me. There are stupid people. I will not tell you. That's your choice. You chose that person. You chose that person. Be very careful. Don't choose wrongly. Don't choose wrongly. Choose right. All right. All right. The next question, I'm actually expecting someone to call. Anybody's calling, the telephone number is pinned to the bottom of the screen on Instagram. And on Facebook, you see it at the bottom of the screen also. 405-550-5135 is actually there at the moment. Somebody's asking something. Oh, a call is coming. Let's pick the call. Hello?
Good evening, Pastor Shola.
Good evening, ma.
I just wanted to ask a quick question.
Go ahead.
Because I know you kind of talked about you should know before you get married if you like sex or you don't like sex. But can you give people who have never had sex, like virgins, kind of tips? Like, how do you gauge what your frequency is gonna be like what you're gonna like, and if you're gonna like it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. That is why I don't know, probably you watched my show this morning. That was the reason I said to us, I said, parents, please don't overprotect your children. Let them make mistakes. Let them go out. Let them talk to people. Let them be exposed. Even as a virgin, there's something they call it sex education. That sex education was supposed to have gotten you even before you start having sex. You're supposed to be a PhD holder in sex. Are you getting my point? All right.
Yeah.
It is in your conversation with men. It's in your going to sex classes, going to sex seminars that we understand. You will understand how sex is supposed to be done. And then when you now go into a relationship, as you guys start talking about sex, the more you talk about it, if you're very vigilant and very sensitive, you will know how passionately the guy is talking about it. You will understand how you feeling in your body. Now, let me tell you something. If you are sexually compatible with somebody, that means that you know how interested they are in sex. You know how important sex is for them. And inside of you, you are feeling the same way as you guys are talking about it. I want to experience it exactly like this guy is talking about it. And he's like, I want to experience it the way this girl is talking about it. Let me tell you something. It's a full-time work. It's not a joke. It's something that you are going to need a mentor for. You have to have a coach that will coach you through the whole stuff. You cannot do it by yourself as a virgin. Okay? You can't. You are very inexperienced. You cannot do it by yourself. You need God. You need a coach. You need a mentor to see you through this journey. You don't want to go into bed and let the boys sleep with you. Boys of nowadays, they sleep with you, they run away, they leave you with a broken heart. So you don't want to give anybody your virginity until you are married. So you have to work very hard to understand if this person is sexually compatible with me or not. It takes a while to get to know it. Are you getting the point? It's not something you just do easily. You have to ask the right questions. You have to engage in the right conversations. You have to talk to your mentors about it. They must hear what he's saying, his response. You have to go for pre-relationship counseling. You have to go for premarital counseling. During that time, you begin to now put the crossing the T's and dotting the I's. And during that time, you'll be able to know exactly what you're going into. Okay?
Thank you so much.
God bless you. All right, somebody just called right now. I didn't pick your call. I'm sorry. There's no way. There's no way I could pick two calls together at the same time. Ladies, please don't give anybody your virginity. Keep it for your husband. All right. Even though nowadays people don't care about you being a virgin anymore, looking for experienced ladies. Let's pick this one. Hello.
Hello, Pastor Sema.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm Ola calling from US, Maryland.
I wanted to speak up a little bit. We are not hearing you properly.
Okay, I'm Ola calling you from Maryland.
Okay.
So, regarding the sex, I mean, concerning sex or about the sex.
Yeah.
All in English. So, what I'm thinking is this, or my question is this. I'm an adult. I've been practicing sex before marriage. I'm still single.
Yeah.
And now, getting into a relationship without sex, whereby I'm like, I'm over 40, let's say early 40.
Yeah.
So it's something that I'm used to, whereby I'm feeling like sometimes, and I'm in a relationship whereby the lady don't want to have sex.
Yeah.
So now the only solution I think is this: if I want to abstain, and body is telling me sometimes, is it proper to masturbate, or I should go outside having sex whereby my relationship is continue and my partner don't want to have sex, or is it because my partner doesn't have feelings for me to that extent to have sex with me because we never married?
Okay.
It's really difficult.
At the age of 40, 42, 41, 42, what exactly are you waiting for? Why are you not married?
Okay, one is for me to ready to marry, and the lady is not ready.
How long have you guys been dating?
3 months.
you are not giving me the right answer. I said, at the age of 42, why are you not married? Are you got to know the girl just only 3 months ago.
Okay, Pastor Saladi is the story. There is a long one.
No, don't tell me the long one. The issue is that hurry up now. Do whatever is necessary for you to do right now. Go and get married to the girl. That's the solution. Don't masturbate and don't be banging anybody outside. Concentrate on the girl, get to know her, do whatever is necessary for you to do, go get married.
Right. So now the lady is not like maybe, I don't know, spiritually ready to like, okay, yes, I want to.
What do you mean spiritually ready?
I don't know,
you are the one that said it and you say, I don't know again.
Pastor Sola is for me to say, will you marry me? And then, boom, she said no. What will I do? I will start.
Yeah, if she said no, then let her go. You let her go. She doesn't want you. That girl doesn't want you. Probably she's enjoying your money. Probably she's just a time waster. With the moment you actually propose and she said no, then you're not supposed to stay there. She doesn't want you.
All right.
Now reach out to me. Let's connect you with girls that are ready to get married.
Good answer. Thank you, sir.
All right. God bless you, man. All right. The telephone number is open. The telephone number is open for those that would like to call in. It's ready. At this moment. Oh, somebody calling. Let's pick this call. Hello?
Praise God. Pastor Shola, please, I want to say something.
Go ahead.
Most especially concerning the last caller.
Yeah.
I just want to make this point because this is more like a general belief of men or guys.
Yeah.
That okay, because the girl you're dating or keeping cannot keep. This is discouraging a lot of girls because they want to give their body so that their so-called lover boy does not leave them. And the men had the cause of it. For example, what he just said now, like the lady does not want to indulge in premarital sex, and you're not ready to propose yet. Okay, now what makes us different from animal? As human beings, if we cannot hold ourselves when it comes to sex, the Bible already found solution. It said, if you cannot hold yourself, then marry. Okay, you're not ready to marry, then hold yourself. It's a two-way thing. If you can't hold yourself, even in marriage, Pastor Shola, you are always busy. You might be needed in another country. You can't tell me if you travel out to London now, where your ministry is needed, and you stay like a month, probably, or let's say 2 weeks, then madam has to go do outside because somebody cannot hold body. Holding body is not only because you're single. If you cannot hold your body even now that you're single, please, in order to be, not to offend anyone, I'm not trying to direct message to anybody, I'm just saying generally. If we can hold body and we call ourselves human, then something is wrong with us. We are not dogs. When a dog want to have it, he runs after the other dogs. Even in the public, he does it because the urge came at that time. So if a man, whether you're married or you are of marriageable age, old or young or whatever, because I know there are a lot of people on this platform right now, singles might be even more than the married ones. Please, I believe what makes us to be different from animals is the fact that we are human. So we should be able to keep our body, because when you can't hold it now, then you cannot even hold it in marriage. That is what makes some married women have to sleep with gatesman before their husband comes back. Or maybe their husband travel on a business meeting and had to stay days or months, because it could happen. So we need to learn to discipline ourselves and start keeping ourselves. Okay, that was just to like the second part of what I wanted to say. But the first thing, I want you to address this, sir. The first thing I wanted to say is that there was this question that came up with me. I used to talk with some young people, and they asked this question, and I also saw the question on the social media that it's all about premarital sex also, and they were asking that, what if they were concerned about some men that when you get married to them, that there were situations whereby they had micro penis. and then the women were, stranded or something. So I just want you to address that aspect.
We have addressed it, Mama.
That means I came
we
late.
have addressed it.
Okay.
We have
Okay,
addressed
sir.
it. You see, nowadays there is solution to all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You see, there are clinics where people go to check the size of the penis, functionality of the penis. They check the sperm. Is the sperm good? Is it watery? Is there low sperm count? Or all kinds of stuff like
the marriage,
before
right?
the marriage. They check all that
Wow.
stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Sir.
it's
Okay,
very
sir.
easy to
Please
find
do
out all
more
those
of
stuff
this
now.
show. Do more of this show so
Yeah.
that
And then men are
ladies out
taking
there
women to hospital to go and check
to go and check.
how wide their vagina is. They go there to
Okay,
check.
okay.
They check the
Okay.
ovary. Is the ovary functioning? Do they have wombs?
Great.
They check all that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
It is well, man. Bless you, man. Yeah. All right. I see somebody calling from Baltimore. Has been calling like 200 times. There is no way we could pick up your call. Okay. So we're still on the show. I'm about to wrap it up, but I'll just wait for that person calling from Baltimore because I would like that person to make his point or his or her point, and let's see what happened. Okay. It's very funny the way things do happen, in marriage, that people do lie. They lie to their partners. They refuse to tell the truth all the time. Speak this one. Hello.
Hey, Pastor Shala, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
So we really appreciate your program. And I'm following up with the question that the young man asked, the one that said that he is single and his partner is not ready. Now, for people who are single and you're saying do not masturbate, and you were saying, what else? I don't know the other option. Don't go out to the street. What for ladies or men who are divorced and who are, there is nobody in view, because when you come out from one relationship, you don't want to rush into another one. So what do you advise? Because
I don't advise them to do anything too. You see, one thing you guys don't understand is this, and I want you guys to understand it. You see, everybody, we are all adults. Pastor will say something here. All of you guys are just looking for me to put a stamp on anything. I'm not going to put a stamp on it. Now, every one of you go home. You do what you like anyway. What I say here doesn't really matter. Even I tell the guy don't masturbate, he will do it. I tell the guy don't go and bang somebody else, he will do it. I tell you ladies, I say, please don't be doing masturbate. You will do it. And when you see me next time, you say, praise the Lord. I'll say, hallelujah. Oh, Pastor Jela, when you told me not to do it, I didn't do it. It has been 10 years now. I'll be like, glory to God. You think I believe? I don't.
You are 100% correct.
God bless you, madam. Thank you, ma. Hello.
Hello, Pastor Shola. I've been the one calling from Baltimore.
All right. God bless you, ma.
Yeah, I know I have joined your program since 2018. I've been listening to you, but tonight you broke a whole lot of table when it comes to sex in a marriage.
Okay.
Yes, I do say, I remember there was a time I posted on your page that I talked about sex in the church when the pastor raised it.
Okay.
And all the men and women kept so silent and quiet. So I raised up and I asked the pastor, I said, Pastor, there is a problem because most of the women cannot ask the husband for sex because the men feel that they are promiscuous. Oh, so men say, no, when a woman asks, and some women are too loose and everything. I realized that women like me too, because I'm divorced, I'm still single with a child. But what I realized, and I felt so embarrassed and ashamed of, but I never got to be ashamed of who I am, because I'm so very vocal when it comes to sex. Mm-hmm. Whenever in church, you just see the women, they will hold their husband as if I'm going to steal their husband. So I asked Pastor one day in the Bible study, I said, when we say men cheat, women cheat, what is the purpose of them cheating, having extramarital affair, if not for the sex? It's not for money, it's not for anything, but it's for sex. So why are we not talking much about sex in the church? I remember when I was going through my premarital counseling, they never talk anything about sex. So recently, the pastor introduced somebody to me, and I was talking to the person. So I said, okay, this was like about 3 months ago. I said, oh, okay, what do you like most? What is it that about you that you want me to know? I started preaching. I'm a God-fearing human being. I said, no, let's forget about that because I already have a child. You say you don't want a child. I don't want a child. So definitely in this marriage, in this relationship, sex is going to be a top notch because if your sex life is not good, then we're done. He went and told the pastor that, oh, the girl you introduced to me is a wild girl. I said, how you go expect me worry girl, make her not fit talk about sex? What does you want me to talk when I don't need a sex for a child? I already have a child. You said you had to, so we are perfect. Then let's talk about sex.
Of course.
Pastor Shola, to be honest, this was the end of the discussion between me and this guy.
You're very blessed and you're very lucky, my dear sister. You're blessed
so
and very.
A whole lot of Nigerian men feels like when you are very vocal with your sex life, you are wild, you are promiscuous or something, and this is affecting marriage like you'll be hitting on it.
Yeah, it is, and it is only the bushmen. There are some bush cocks. They call them men, and they are not men. That if their wife is actually enjoying sex and introducing different styles and stuff, they will be complaining. Who taught you that? How did you know it? Where did you get it from? They're just bush cocks. All right. There's so many bush people, and it's because of low self-esteem, inferiority complex that is worrying them. Lack of good education, lack of good exposure that is actually worrying those men. That instead of them concentrating and enjoying the moment, they will continue to ask their wife, where did you get this from? How did you get this? Who taught you this? And those men can't even engage their wife to talk about sexual relationship because sex is supposed to be communicated. You're supposed to communicate sex.
To be honest, I wish we have pastors like you in most churches. There will be less of divorce because if you look into divorce, the most thing that causes 99% of divorce is sex.
Infidelity.
I was married for 9 years. My ex-husband never know one day if I reach orgasm or not. And I was tired. Like, what is this marriage for? How do you expect me for 9 years? No orgasm. I can never say I got orgasm for one day. One day he caught me.
And the pastor of your church will say, the pastor of your church will say, you will call the name of Jesus 3 times. You will shout, Father, bless my life in the name of Jesus. Open your mouth and begin to pray. Your pastor will be saying, pray. And something is burning you in your heart. You're not praying nothing. You're only opening your mouth and you're just there wasting your time.
The women communicate and they feel like we are promiscuous.
In that case, you need to change your church. You change where you go to. You go to a place where they're actually open and well enlightened. That's where you go to. You don't want to suffer in silence. You talk about your sex life. You are free to talk about it. Okay? You're free. Okay. And if that church is not accommodating you, you get out of there and go to somewhere else. You can worship God anywhere. It's not compulsory you have to be in one church until you die. No. A church is soldier go, soldier come.
Thank you, Pastor.
God bless you.
Thank you for all you're doing.
All right.
I pray that God will continue to uphold you and uplift you.
Amen, Jerry. Thank you, my dear. You know what I'm saying? You go over there, you'll be calling prayer point that will not help your life. That you're suffering maritally, suffering sexually, and the same you be calling prayer point. For what reason? Somebody is calling here.
Hey, Pastor Shola, whoever the lady that just talked right now, honestly, I really want to applaud her.
Of course.
She is so vocal. And I don't know if you have a close group for maybe people who are single, divorced.
No, I don't have a close group for them. I don't. I'm doing too much already. I want somebody else to pick that up and do it.
Pastor Shola, you know why I'm saying this is that, honestly, I know that the people that watch 60, 70, 80, but you are making such a great impact. And honestly, most of the women who, I heard us talking about ladies, they don't do this, they don't do that. But see, it is just what society and culture has turned them into.
But we live in America.
I understand.
We are supposed to change and evolve. Why are they still on the same spot?
Hang on, Pastor Shola.
I'm hanging.
it is a journey. It is a journey. I want to, for instance, from my own perspective, right? I remember then, I married a virgin. I knew absolutely nothing, absolutely nothing. So I graduated working, married a virgin. And of course, as time goes on, I got better in sex and stuff. I remember one time I found out that my husband then was, cheating on me. And I saw a text message that he sent to his girlfriend.
Yeah.
I knew he was talking about me. I was angry, like really angry. So we fortunately were able to go out, like on a mini vacation. And maybe out of anger of what I heard him saying about me, I really I it was out of my norm, but I would say I banned him. He didn't fuck me, I fucked him.
Okay.
So he was shocked. Like driving back, he was looking at me like, and he would ask me, what just happened there?
Yeah.
So, I just kept my foot on the dashboard. I didn't even talk to him. And I remember the next time we argued, he called me a whore. So you can imagine that, right? So, how are you supposed to?
There is a situation in your marriage from the beginning.
I don't know.
Yeah, there is a situation in your marriage from the beginning. Is people supposed to marry their best friend? Someone that you could be vulnerable around. You could say nonsense. You could do nonsense. You could do all of this stuff, and they will never count it against you. But when you marry your enemy and you think you marry your best friend, they will use whatever you say or whatever you do, they'll use it against you. Okay? And the devil doesn't have any information about us until we show him or give him the information. Okay? That person doesn't love you, doesn't care about you, doesn't respect you at all. Doesn't. You are actually sleeping with your enemy. That's who he is.
That was then anyway. I'm out.
I know. You are. And thank God you left. All right. The next person you want to get married to right now, you must make sure you guys are best friends before you enter into that relationship, that you will say nonsense and that person won't count it against you.
Thank you, sir.
And you do anything, that person will just look at you like, I just love this babe, and stop. It doesn't matter. And one thing that I just love you for is that you are able to actually hop your game. So you showed him sample, say, you know what, me too, I did there. All right. So I didn't mean you have already been doing well or you have taught me this stuff. I could have done more than what I'm doing right now. But that particular stuff, that message you saw, moved you, propelled you, pushed you to do what you've done. Now you know that you have it. It's just that you are not in a better environment to showcase it before. So the Lord is your strength, my dear. God bless you, man. All right. Bye. Oh my God. People are just sending me messages instead of calling me. Stop sending me messages. I'm not taking your call. I'm not sending. Stop sending me messages. Call me. All right, we got to go. It's 10:03. We got to go. It's enough of talking about it tonight. We're going to come back again. By the grace of God, we'll talk about it. I'm actually getting ready. I'm getting ready to service the singles. I want to start connecting them on the line. I'm trying to put some stuff together just to be able to do it well. But I think I'm ready right now to start it. And by the grace of God, every Wednesday, I'm going to be connecting single people who are ready for relationship, men, women who are ready. I have singles who are professionals, and you want to join them, you can join them also. And if you are not a shy person that you want to showcase your face on my show like this, let us interview you. Let's get you connected with people. Let people see your face, and then let's get you into a relationship. So that's what I'm going to start doing by the grace of God. So thank you very much, everybody, for showing up on my show today. I really appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys later tomorrow by the grace of God. Peace out.